Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is a video topic I have been wanting to do for so long, and I finally got around to it, and I'm really excited today to talk about what I am calling how to organize your life. And I know that sounds like a really lofty topic, but if you watch my channel, you would know that I do so many different videos on how to organize different aspects of your life. And this is kind of putting all of the pieces together and looking at things kind of in a bigger picture. These are just the things that have helped me. I am by no means perfect in any way. In fact, I am currently dealing with a little something called pregnancy brain, which is a real thing, and it's been a struggle, let me tell you. I forget things all the time, I miss appointments, so it's become even that much more important for me to try to stay as organized as possible. Also, one really quick thing before jumping into it, I'm trying to plan out my upcoming fall themed videos, so let me know in the comments what fall videos you want to see me do. All right, with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump into my tips for how to organize your life. My first tip would be to set different routines for yourself, and they don't have to be some really intense, crazy regimented routine, just something as simple as waking up at the same time every day and also making your bed. I find that just the simple act of making my bed in the morning, it just starts my entire day on the right track. And even if I accomplish nothing else in my day, I've at least done that. Tip number 2 is planning, and that's big picture planning and day-to-day planning. I think it's equally as important to be planning for the big picture and thinking about your goals and long-term visions for yourself as it is to be planned and scheduled out on a day-by-day or week-by-week basis. For me, I would say the big picture planning is even more important because that's where I get my motivation and my drive from. What is this all for? Where do I see myself in 2 to 5 years? What am I working towards? So for me, the way that I do this is through vision boarding. I've done an entire dedicated video on my vision boarding process, and if you look at my vision board from 2 years ago that I made in that video, a lot of those things have come true. There's a baby on that vision board. There's a house, which actually looks a lot like our new house, which we just bought. Now, in terms of week to week or day to day planning, there are so many different systems out there, and my personal style of planning has changed and evolved so much over the years. I've done multiple videos on different styles of planning. For my day-to-day planning, I have everything laid out in this post-it note system on my desk, and I absolutely love it because it's very visual and it's easy for me to update it and be reminded and to see what I have to do at any given moment because it's right there on my desk where I spend most of my time. And then I have a notebook where I keep all of my ongoing lists. So the baby's nursery list and the things to do list and the things for the house list. All of the other things that I need to keep track of in the medium to longer term are in my bullet journal notebook. The next aspect of having an organized life for me is having set days where I do certain things so it becomes a routine and I don't have to think about it. My schedule is that I work Tuesdays through Saturdays, and my days off are actually Sunday and Monday. So Sunday is the day where I get a lot of my cleaning done. Sunday afternoon around 4 or 5 o'clock is when I will get a lot of my cleaning done, and what I typically will do on a Sunday is what I call my speed cleaning routine. So I'll spend between 30 minutes to an hour and just clean all of the main areas in the house. And I find that when things do look less cluttered, I feel better and it sets me up as a good start for my week. And when it comes to cleaning, I will say the number one biggest tip is to set daily habits for keeping things clean. So when it comes to doing a bigger clean on a Sunday, there's less to do. It's really not that messy in the first place, and it just makes the whole process so much easier. Mondays for me is kind of like my big day for organizing my week. I do my laundry, grocery shopping, and meal prepping on Mondays. So I will start my Monday mornings after eating breakfast by sorting out all of my laundry and getting that going because it does take quite a while to get all of that done. And then I will sit down and do my meal planning for the week. And now that I'm pregnant, I take my meal planning a lot more seriously because I do need to eat quite a bit more frequently and I need to eat more calories. So it just helps me a lot to have things all organized and prepared. So these are the things that I have prepped for this week. I made a big batch of egg salad so I could have egg salad sandwiches. This has been a craving of mine recently. I have a big thing of 3-bean chili that I made that will last me for the entire week. Another thing I have been loving lately is I just roast a bunch of different vegetables, whatever I have on hand or whatever looks good to me at the time. I will eat those roasted vegetables with rice for a few days, and then once I get bored of that, what I do is I put them all in the blender with some coconut milk and a little bit of seasoning and spices, blend that all up, and it is the most delicious soup. Meal prepping only takes maybe 2 to 3 hours of your time, but it saves you so much time throughout the week of having to think of what you want to eat and prepare it every time that you need a new meal. You just prepare things one time and you are set for the rest of the week. Another aspect of my life that I prioritize keeping organized is my finances. I have done a lot of different videos now on saving, budgeting, even saving for a house and things like that. But what I want to talk about today is being cognizant of the amount of money you're spending in your free time and maybe setting budgets for that. I think a lot of times people spend money and they don't think about where their money's going. They don't have a set budget for different types of items. So maybe for clothes and for eating out and for entertainment. I find it's so important to do that because that's where so much money gets wasted. For example, Ryan and I started doing a weekly date night on Saturdays, and we didn't really have a budget set for it, and Ryan, that boy can eat. So we're going out to meals and spending a lot of money, and that adds up week after week. And I looked at it overall over the course of several months, and it was a lot. So now we kind of had to rein it in, and we have $75 a week to spend for our weekly date night. All right, guys, so that's kind of a high-level overview of all of the big picture pieces that kind of form together to keep my life as organized as possible. The reason that I really do try to prioritize organization in my life is it just makes me feel a lot more calm and stress-free, and for me that is so important. I have done detailed videos on almost all of the topics that I talked about in this video, and it is going to be in a playlist which I will have linked down below. So if you want any more detail on any of the things I talked about, it's all going to be there. Don't forget to leave down in the comments what fall themed videos you would like to see from me coming up, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.